Hey everyone,
Welcome to Podcast for Your Life.
where we share thoughts from our life for yours.
I'm Jason,
And I'm Jam.
and we've got a super snazzy episode for you guys today. We're going to be talking about movie snacks.
Movie snacks.
Movie snacks for your life.
Yeah, like movie meaning movie theater.
Movie theater snacks. Snacks as in like S-N-A-X.
Right.
Snacks.
The normal spelling.
That's the usual spelling for movie snacks, I think.
Yeah.
So, what is your favorite movie snack, Jam?
That's a great question. It's obviously popcorn. I mean,
Okay.
can anyone's answer be not popcorn?
Yeah.
Whose?
Somebody who's allergic to popcorn.
Is that really an allergy people can have?
Yeah, I think corn is a legitimate allergy.
I guess people could also be like maybe allergic to whatever oil they use to like pop it in.
They could peanut oil.
Or
Although I've
whatever.
heard some people who like have Chick-fil-A and they use peanut oil and they don't have any allergic reactions, even though they're allergic to peanuts. So
I'm pretty sure most people do if they use peanut oil. I think there's people that like
Depends.
don't eat a Chick-fil-A because of that.
I feel like allergies can't be explained nor. Just kidding. I don't know how I
One
was
of
going
the
with that.
8 wonders of the world, allergies.
Weird. So mine would definitely be popcorn as well. But if I had to pick something besides popcorn, because like duh, popcorn's obvious, I would have to say Junior Mints.
Wow.
Is that okay?
Mints.
Junior Mints,
See,
specifically.
I'm not a mint guy. I mean, like mints are okay, but and I told you this before.
Right.
Mints I like mints. I don't like mint anything else. So
You don't
mint,
like mint chocolate.
No, I don't like mint candy.
Right.
I don't like a mint ice cream. A drink that has like mint in it.
Mint toothpaste.
Well, actually, that's pretty necessary.
Mint fluoride.
Um,
Probably not even a mint floss kind of guy. You don't come across as that.
well, I don't come across as a floss kind of guy at all.
Oh,
so-
well, that's a whole other episode right there. An episode of gingivitis.
But what's funny is that Junior Mints. I would not have pegged you as a Junior Mints guy.
It's specifically because they come in like the big box.
Right.
And I mean, I'll eat them outside of a movie theater too. But yeah, I like Junior Mints. I think that
Wow.
the squishy, gooey, minty filling with like the nice dark chocolate covering is just like great for movie theaters. But they're one of those things where like I don't know if I can eat a whole box. Maybe I used to be able to, but I can't eat a whole box anymore because it does get a little bit like, okay, I think I've had enough.
Yeah.
So, but movie theater snacks obviously come in like huge sizes.
Sort of. Like, there's some you'll get where... Well, I'm not going to voice that grievance yet. I'll say this. If I had to pick not popcorn, mine is for sure Mike and Ike's.
Oh, Mike and Ike's are good.
Yeah. I sometimes like to call them by their full name, Michael and Eichel. And just as a formality, term of respect.
Yeah,
But,
respectful.
I love Mike and Ike's. But, okay, so back to the large size thing. The boxes sometimes look large at movie theater candy, but I have seen more than once a candy that basically that you open the box and then inside the box they're in a smaller bag in the box. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's like the actual size of the box is kind of irrelevant. It just looks nice.
Yep.
And they put it in a smaller bag, and the bag is kind of pointless. Like I think one time it was like Skittles, and I was like, "Why do
Reese's
you?"
Pieces. I've
Reese's
seen
Pieces.
some of those.
Some of those maybe it's because they want it to like not melt or
Or
something.
be fresh, yeah.
Yeah, but like in general, there's a lot of candies that do come in a box and they're fine,
Yeah.
and they don't need a bag. But
Yeah. Good old Michael and Eichels.
Michael
Man,
and I,
good stuff right there.
yeah, they're brothers, by the way.
I like Mike and Ike's, but I like Sour Patch. Sour Patch, those like watermelon ones. But the thing is, like, I feel like the Sour Patch watermelon ones are the ones that come in one of those plastic bags, and I feel like it's never enough. It's always like, I got gypped. I spent $5 on this, and there's like 10 of them, you know?
Dude, I can't do sour. I'm not against the
man.
idea of it, but like some people like Sour Patch Kids is like their jam, like it's their candy.
It's like their jam.
Yeah, but it's not enjoyable enough to
Love
me,
sour.
like over and over, and it kind of like makes your mouth feel weird over time. Like you start feeling like sugary buildup, and like I get sick of it like after like 3 of them.
Yeah, that's too bad.
They're
It's
dope.
delicious.
I mean, I'm not gonna disagree. It's weird to me that someone's like a lot of people's main candy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so those are like favorite snacks, which are cool. Speaking of pricing, I think that movie snacks are definitely expensive. So,
Wait,
what are your thoughts about that?
wait, did we say speaking of? Were we already speaking of pricing?
Yeah, I said like that watermelon Sour Patch are like $5,
Oh, okay.
and you
yeah.
only get 10 of them.
All right. Sorry, we can cut that part out.
We could have gone with that. That would have been fine.
Yeah, it's nuts. The pricing is out of control, and it only gets worse. Like
The rent is too dang high.
I remember as a kid, it was high then, right? And I have those prices in my head. Like I remember how much things cost ish back then, but they're higher now.
Are they?
Yeah, I mean movie tickets are even higher, but it's fine. It happens inflation wise or whatever. But some things I'm like, I cannot believe that I even like think about spending this much on a soda at a movie theater. Because if you get popcorn, you have to get some kind of drink. I mean, water's definitely better.
Yeah.
But like,
sure.
Like their drink prices are like ridiculous. I mean, and you know it doesn't cost them more to have sodas than it does anybody else.
The syrup,
Yeah.
Like you could buy a whole 6-pack with the price of a. Actually, you probably could buy more than a 6-pack, not 6-pack, 12-pack.
Yeah.
With the price of a large Coke.
Yep.
Probably two for $7.
Yeah.
If it's on sale.
Right. So, when you were a kid, did y'all's family like, were you allowed to like buy candy or popcorn when you went to the movie, or was it kind of like only on certain times, on certain occasions that you went?
Well, we weren't really allowed to eat candy as a kid, so that obviously ruled out any movies. Even on the movies, special occasion, we had popcorn though.
Okay,
we could have popcorn.
Right, it's good for you.
Yeah, but then I don't know. Somewhere along the way, I think it was like kind of a special occasion. So then we started being. Also, we were getting older, so my parents were less strict when it came to candy and stuff. But so as we got older, it started being like we'll stop at the convenience store on the way there. Because let's be honest, who doesn't bring stuff into the movie theater?
Yep.
And here's the thing, Walmart. Okay, it's my turn to I don't usually do voice grievances, and this isn't really a grievance, it's just an observation.
Okay.
Walmart, like every Walmart in our area, has like that big tub of those box movie theater sized candies right there in front of the checkouts. It's almost like they're saying, we know you're going to go to the movie sooner or later, so why not buy a 99-cent box of Junior Mints? Everybody knows. Even the people at Cinemark know.
So that's a grievance?
That's the grievance is like, why are they charging so much when they know that people are bringing stuff in? Are they charging so much because people are bringing stuff in, or because they're getting the people who like forget to stop at Walmart or Quick Trip on the way in? You know?
I see what you're saying. So you're saying it's possible that because people bring their own snacks in, it drives the price up of the snacks you buy there because they have to make ends meet?
Only a possibility. I don't think that's like the initial reason. But I'm saying maybe that's like a side effect, you know?
Yeah, it could be. I mean, there's always people at the stand. Like, I never walk in and see, like, an empty concession stand.
But they're usually getting drinks or nachos or popcorn. Yeah. I, like, rarely see people buy candy these days. And I think it's because they're all sneaking them in. Or they're just not getting it because it's, like, it's candy, you know?
Right.
Unless it's, like, kids with families.
So, we never bought... Like, my parents were pretty cool. I mean, they definitely limited our sugar intake. But they're pretty cool with us eating like limited amounts of candy and drinking limited amounts of soda growing up. But the thing for us was always the price. Okay. So like I remember like there's a lot of specific things that are still in my head. It's like, oh, I don't do that. Like we don't do that. That costs too much money, which means that we never do it. It's not a this time we don't. It's a never. Mm-hmm. And so we would buy popcorn, and if we ever got soda, it would be a shared thing. Like we'd get like a large soda, and it had to be like.
Yep.
For me and my
because
brothers.
You get free refills, right?
Right.
Most of those places?
I don't know, actually. But candy was, like, never a thing.
Okay. It was just popcorn soda.
It was almost like, because of the price, it was kind of like, we can do a popcorn, we can share it.
Right.
But candy is a little bit less easy to share because you're kind of, like, getting your hands all in it.
Yeah.
And it's a small package, whereas a bucket of popcorn is easy to share. But I've carried that over into adulthood where I'm like, oh, candy at a movie theater? Yeah, I don't do that.
Whoa.
It's too expensive.
It's ingrained.
But
scarred.
So we were totally okay growing up. My parents like encouraged us to bring things. So
your parents were telling you to break the law.
Pretty much.
Horrible parents. Just kidding. We love you guys. Hank, this one's for you.
They enabled us. I mean, like my mom I have 3 brothers, and so she was the only girl in our family, and so she was the one who had a purse, so she would get her biggest purse, of course.
That's really nice of her.
And we would we'd load it up with stuff.
My mom would do that too.
Yeah.
And my sister and now my wife does that too, so it's great.
Nice.
That's a great thing about purses. I'm like, well, I don't get the use of a purse. I mean, for a guy, obviously, I don't have like makeup and pens and stuff. But Man, that's a great time to have a purse. Is
Yep.
when you're trying to get into a theater.
I know. The other thing too is that even if you're a guy who does carry a purse regularly,
Yeah.
and that's your thing, when you're going to a movie, because you're in the minority, it looks suspicious to be a dude carrying a bag, even if it's your thing. You know,
Poor guys.
Poor guys.
We feel for you guys. We empathize with you. So if you're a guy out there and you're listening, we just want to know that we're for you. We're not against you.
Yep. Especially if you're trying to get some snack going in a movie. Can I tell you a funny story?
Yeah.
So my parents, when they were first married, so my dad grew up in Bolivia and came to the States for college. And so my parents, when they got married, they would go to movies and stuff. And my mom had to kind of teach my dad a lot of cultural stuff about the States.
Okay.
And one of the things was the fact that you could sneak stuff into a movie theater. It's like
Wow.
weird because in his mind he's like, I don't want to do anything wrong. You know, like I'm not used to this and blah, blah, blah.
He could have gotten deported.
Oh, no, he was a U.S. citizen.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. But he, so she had to teach him that kind of stuff. So she was like, yeah, you can bring stuff. Here, just put some things in my purse and then, you know, we'll be able to eat it there. And so she wasn't watching. He puts some things in her purse and they get there and then he like gets the things out. And the things he brings are this. He brings a little thing of yogurt, like with a little spoon.
That's cool.
He brings an apple,
Okay.
which is loud. And so then
True.
she kind of looks over at one point, and he's like, has a spoon. He's eating some yogurt. He's like, these are the things I wanted to bring. And I don't know if he had granola or anything.
He's healthy. I like this.
And then he's like, she looks over at one point, and he's taking a big old bite of an apple, and it's like this loud, like apples. You can definitely eat them quietly, but it's much easier when you slice them to eat it quietly.
Yeah.
He's just like chowing down on an apple, and it's just so funny because the typical things we think of is like candy or like some chips or something. But he's like
Chips are loud.
Korean yogurt. Yeah, you're right. They are.
Obviously, an apple. I think it's like that. You know, you get with an apple. But
Like, yeah, even if you try to bite like slowly, which is hard to do, it's just gonna be allowed. Anyway, that was really funny. It's
that's awesome.
One of my parents' early marriage stories.
That's a good story. That's a good marriage story. Marriage stories for your life. It's like a sub episode right there.
I just love the idea of my mom having to like teach my dad like cultural.
You can't
stuff.
bring apples into a theater, Hank. Oh, okay.
It was like two things. He like learns, oh, I can bring something into the theater. He's also learns like, wait, there's some things that are better to bring than others. Like some things aren't appropriate.
Yep. Yeah, when we were, well, so like I have 5 people total in my family, and that includes me. So parents and 2 siblings. When we were growing up and we would go see movies together as a family, we would get popcorn, and we get the large because then you can like get free refills in most places nowadays.
Yeah.
And the thing with 5 people is we'd all sit in the same row, and like for a good chunk of the movie, possibly most of the movie, we would just be like passing the popcorn. So you're like sort of distracted because you're like, oh no, the popcorn's like 5 people down from me, so I need to like, hey, pass the popcorn. So it's like one of those things where I was like, I feel like I'm missing the movie. But then when you're a kid, you also like see movies that are a little bit simpler, like Finding Nemo, and
Yeah.
you don't have to worry so much about being distracted. But I just remembered that like the first 30 minutes of the movie, like I need more popcorn, and it's like all the way on the other side of the row, you know. Yeah, you had 5 people in your family too. Did you ever have that?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
So you're like waiting.
Well, mostly it'd be the middle person was kind of coffee. I mean, not coffee. Sorry, I'm holding coffee. Was popcorn central.
Right.
And so
Popcorn Central.
they would kind of be the main hub. And so when you got a handful of popcorn, it would always go back to the middle person.
Oh,
so that way it
wow,
was
you guys had a system.
Sort of. I mean, it wasn't like this, like, okay,
Man.
guys, don't mess this up. It's got to stay in the middle.
Yeah.
But it was like our way of, like, I only had to shuffle 2 people at any time instead of, like, a full 4 people. Because then you have to do, like, hey, it's like, if you're on the end, you get the whisper to person who whispers to a person who whispers to a person to get all the way back. But if it's, like, right there, you can actually almost reach it.
Almost reach it. Wow.
Yeah.
What if you guys were sharing an apple? Then how would that work as far as this popcorn hub?
Oh, it'd be a lot louder and a lot grosser. Well, we're almost out of time for today. We like to keep it at under 15 for your life. So
our promise, our guarantee.
Thanks so much for listening, and
See you next time.
see you next time.